This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
I think it's self-evident that Donald Trump is a dangerous troll. Troll may be wrong because he actually exhibits the power to inflame an audience and incite violence. He's done so since he came on the scene in 2015, running for president in the 2016 election, offering to pay people's legal bills if they punched him in the face, saying he would do so if he wasn't on stage, as though he's capable of any physicality whatsoever. The walking Big Mac. We witnessed him incite an insurrection against the country, an attempted overthrow of these United States and our democracy by stopping the certification of a free and fair and settled American election. An armed attempt to overthrow the United States government. Donald Trump has threatened colleagues, he has threatened law enforcement, he has made it dangerous to exist in the space on the internet that I currently reside in. I receive death threats and threats of violence to myself and my family because I speak out against Donald Trump and for democracy. And there's been several attempts at gag orders that he either violates or just ignores, or the gag order is weak. And there's another one that has been placed on Donald Trump in the upcoming hush money case. And it is limited. It's a limited gag order. And even a limited gag order is causing him to go into a frenzy. And now he's threatening the judge and naming the judge's daughter, not naming her by name, but mentioning the daughter of the judge as a target for his audience to threaten and harass as a means of intimidation. He went on True Social yesterday, as he's wont to do, and did three different, I'm only going to read two of them because I just got done reading the third one a third time, and it's not worth it. But you get the message from the first two. I'm going to read these posts on True Social. Judge Juan Merchan, who is suffering from an acute case of Trump derangement syndrome, whatever that is. No one ever defines what exactly that is. Donald Trump probably thinks that that's an actual medical condition, by the way. Idiot. Whose daughter represents crooked Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Adam Shifty Schiff, and other radical liberals, capitalized for some reason, has just posted a picture of me behind bars. Her obvious goal, and makes it completely impossible for me to get a fair trial, has now issued another illegal, un-American, unconstitutional order. For some reason, constitution in the middle of the word is capitalized. Donald Trump hasn't mastered his native tongue, but wants to be president of the United States and wants English to be the official language, even though he's officially not skilled enough to write or speak the language fluently. As he continues to try a vicious gag order, capitalized, is wrongfully attempting to deprive me of my First Amendment right to speak out against the weaponization of law enforcement, including the fact that crooked Joe Biden, Merrick Garland, and their hacks and thugs are tracking and following me all across the country, obsessively trying to persecute me, while everyone knows I have done nothing wrong. Donald Trump, are the hacks, Joe Biden and Merrick Garland, and the thugs, are they in the room with you right now? Do you see them? Call authorities quickly. They're tracking you, following you all across the country. I mean, it's unhinged. It's detachment from reality, but it's also a threat on the daughter of a judge who has nothing to do with the case. And he's naming this person. He is identifying this person as a target for the audience. And there will be those trolls out there who are the true sufferers of Trump derangement syndrome, who are deranged because of their loyalty to Donald Trump, who will say, well, he can talk about the daughter. What do you mean he's threatening her? We know. We've witnessed Donald Trump. We've seen the tactics time and time again. And we've seen the actions of the unwashed horde of adherents to the Donald Trump cult who have been spurred to action and violence at the words of Donald Trump. Here's the second one. So let me get this straight. That's how it starts. So let me get this straight. The judge's daughter is allowed to post pictures of her dream of putting me in jail. Yes, she is. You're such an expert on the First Amendment of the Constitution of these United States, Donald Trump, you would think you'd understand. You're whining about your First Amendment rights being taken away in the first post, but here we are. She's not allowed to post pictures of you in jail. Dipshit. Her dream of putting me in jail. The Manhattan DA is able to say whatever lies about me he wants. The judge can violate our laws and Constitution, capitalized for some reason, at every turn. But I am not allowed to talk about the attacks against me and the lunatics trying to destroy my life and prevent me from winning the 2024 presidential election, capitalized for some reason, which I am dominating, he says. Which he's dominating. Maybe the judge is such a hater because his daughter makes money by working to get Trump, and when he rules against me over and over again, he is making her company and her richer and richer. How can this be allowed? I don't know what it's going to take for judges and people in our judiciary to finally understand that we need to stop giving Donald Trump the benefit of the doubt, that he has proved himself in previous cases, in previous instances of his ill intent, of his willingness to dispatch a violent mob, a violent set of actors against those who are just in the criminal justice system. Judge Juan Merchan didn't choose to pick up this case. It's in the system of how cases get assigned to judges. He didn't choose this. He's there to administer justice, and he will be fair, and he will be dispassionate. He has always showed himself to be. But because it's Donald Trump, it's viewed the other way. So the question is, when are they going to stop giving him the benefit of the doubt and just throw up an absolute gag order on him? And it can be a gag order for everybody. The gag order doesn't just apply to him, it's to everyone. You can't threaten the families of people involved in the adjudication of a case. If you started threatening the prosecutor's family, it would be just as ill-advised, just as illegal. Yet, for some reason, because of the two-tiered justice system that Donald Trump's constantly whining about, except from a bizarro perspective that doesn't exist, he gets an absolute pass on everything that he does. He is the one who's getting preferential treatment, not anyone else. They're lowering his bond amount. They're giving him extensions of 10 days to come up with money so he can appeal the case. They don't do that for everybody. They maybe don't do that for anybody. It's because he's the ex-president of the United States, and he's a rich and powerful man connected to the power structure that he gets these passes. He's allowed to run his mouth and threaten and endanger the lives of judges families, of judges' employees, of prosecutors, of anybody opposed to him. And he says it publicly. It's all about retribution and what he's going to do once he gets back in office. What's in store for Judge Merchan and his daughter, and for me, for that matter, if Donald Trump gets reelected? I can hear the trolls now. Well, I hope you go to prison. Lock him up. Lock them up. You know, like America. Anyway, what do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. If you're into it, if you appreciate what I do and you want to help support this work, produce these videos right here, you can click the join button below this video on YouTube, become a channel member for $2 a month. You can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. Those are great ways to help support the work here. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore everywhere. And I appreciate you very much. We'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.